My name is Barry Madore, and I'm going to talk to you quickly about crisis in cosmology and how JWST will actually end up solving that problem. Well, the honest truth is that cosmology has always been in a state of crisis, and most of those crises started here in this building. The most recent one has to do with comparing values of the Hubble constant measured at great distance at an early time in the universe and mapped forward with an incredibly sensitive and well-orchestrated model of the evolution of the universe to determine what's called the Hubble constant, the rate at which the universe is expanding, and comparing that number with the same quantity, the expansion rate of the universe, measured locally. And those two numbers don't agree. And they don't agree fairly high level of confidence, which has prompted many theorists to suggest that either our model of the universe and possibly the constituents of the universe are in error, or that our understanding of the stars that we have been using to determine the distances to galaxies are wrong, or the methods that we've been using have somehow been fatally flawed at some point in the analysis. So JWST offers us a very different view of the universe by moving very far out into the infrared, where dust and other complicating factors are minimized, and also giving a high resolution so that you can see these individual stars that we're using locally to determine distances. Because crowding of the images is a major problem as you go further and further away from the Earth. And so we have the Cepheid variables, which even Edwin Hubble was aware of and used to determine his value of the universe and its expansion rate. We have the tip of the red giant branch, which are stars that are old and out in the halos of galaxies, and those were used by Shapley here in this building to determine how large our universe at that time was, how large the Milky Way was. He used the tip of the red giant branch. And so both of those things have a long heritage here. And we do have, in fact, a third method, which I can briefly show you here, which is the carbon stars in nearby galaxies. And the reason that they are now becoming prominent is because they are very well seen in the infrared, which is where the JWST will be operating. So we have been granted time on the web to look at a number of nearby galaxies that are host to supernovae, and we will be simultaneously measuring the Cepheids in the infrared, the tip of the red giant branch in the infrared, and these new carbon star distance indicators, all with the same exposures. And so we will have three independent determinations of the distances to those galaxies, and hopefully we will be able to break the uncertainty and ambiguity between those measurements and provide a path towards solving the larger problem of the crisis in cosmology.